Okay, now in this video we are going to make a Valentine's heart. It's Valentine's coming up, so we will need red yarn. I use a cotton, a needle, 2mm hook, pair of scissors and a stitch marker and some stuffing to go in the middle. So for row 1 we need to do a magic circle. So we're going to go up through the middle, pull it through and then pull the yarn through this one. And then we need to do 5 single crochets into this magic circle. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and then we need to add our stitch marker so we know which is our last stitch. So we just pop that in the back here like so. So at the moment we are making the first hump because we have to do 2 humps and then it all joins together. Okay, so we need to close the hole up, so we give this piece a tug, and now we need to do an increase in each stitch. So we are going to do 10 in total at the end of this round. So we find our first stitch, which is here, and we are going to do 2 single crochets into every single stitch. So this is our first one, and then we go back into the same stitch. The first ones are always tight. Wiggle them in. Oh. There we go. And then they get easier after that. Okay, so we've got 2 in our first stitch, 2 in stitch number 2, and then stitch number 3, we're going to do another 2. Stitch number 4 is here. And then we need to remove the stitch marker to get into our last stitch, which is this one here. And then remember to pop your stitch marker back, ready to go round to row 3. And at this point I just give it a little tug on the tail just to close this hole up. So you wrap it round and give it a gentle pull and then it's gone. So row number 3, we're going to do 1 single crochet followed by an increase. So we find our first stitch here, we're doing 1 single crochet in that one, and then we go to our second stitch, which is here, and we are going to do 2 in that hole. And we're going to follow that pattern all the way around. So we've got 1 single crochet followed by an increase. There's 1, and then an increase in the next stitch. And then again 1 single crochet in this next one, followed by an increase in this one. And 1 single crochet, increase. Oh, got some of my stuffing sitting on there. And then we're on the last 2 stitches, so we've got 1 single crochet, and we will finish off on our increase round under our stitch marker. There we go, we'll pop our stitch marker back in. So that round we should have 15 stitches going all the way around. So this is row number 4. We're going to do 1 single crochet into each, so we should just still have 15 by the time we finish. So no increases on this one. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, just push it out the right way, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and our last one is under the stitch marker, which is number 15. So this is the first bump that we've made. So at this point we need to cut the yarn and put it to one side, and then you need to carry on and make your second hump, but don't cut the yarn on the second one, and I'll meet you back once you've made your second one. Okay, now we have our 2 humps like so. We are going to join them together with a slip stitch. So we need to have a look at our first one on here. So we're going to go in through that one, and let's get that over the right way. We are going to pull the yarn through like so, and it's going to come straight through the other one. So we're not actually doing a crochet, we're just slip stitching it. So that's that section joined. Now we need to do 15 single crochets around the first one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, give that one a tug, 14, and then 15 is going to be a slip stitch into here. So it's a single crochet, so it's on number 15, like so, and then we carry on 15 around the other side. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, push it through the right way, 13, 14, and we need to find our number 15, which is this one's hiding in here. So that is 30 in total. Let's just push it round. And pop that in, like so. Now this is row 6, we're going to do 13 single crochets. So here is our first one. Come through, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, get the tail out, 10, 11, 12, 13, and then we need to do a single crochet in the next 2. So you're going to pick up the front loops of the next 2 stitches, like so. And then you bring them through and then finish off your single crochet. That's your decrease. And then we need to do another 13 into the other side. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 and 13, which will leave us 2 more stitches for your decrease. So we have 1 here and 1 here. And that is our last decrease. And remember to pop your stitch marker back in. And now we're ready for row 7. Row 7, we're going to do 12 single crochets followed by a decrease. So that is number 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now we're nearly going to do our decrease in the next 2 stitches. So we're going to pick up the front loop of each one, like so, pull it through, and then finish off your stitch. Then we're going to go on to another 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12, which leaves us 2 more for our last decrease. Take out the stitch marker. and pull it through. And pop that back in. Now row 8 we're doing 11 single crochets and then a decrease. 1, 2, 3, stitch one bit away, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and 11, and then the next one is our decrease, so we need to pick up the front 2 loops of the next 2 stitches like so, bring it through and then finish off the stitch, and then we just carry on with our next 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and 11, which leaves us with 2 last stitches for the decrease. So pick up these front 2 loops, 1, 2, and there we have it. So row number 9 we're going to do 4 single crochets with a decrease. We're going to repeat that 4 times. So we've got 1, 2, 3 and 4. Oh, I need to do a decrease next. Oh, get through there. First loop and the second loop, pull it through like so, and then we've got another 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4, and then another decrease, and 4 again. 1, 2, 3 and 4, and another decrease, and the last bit is another 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, followed by our decrease. Now it's at this point we need to get some stuffing into the top sections. So we'll just pop some of that in here. Just try and make them even in each side. Okay, that's enough for now. Okay, now this is row 10. We're going to do 3 single crochets followed by a decrease. So as we go around, we need to keep our finger in the way to stop the stuffing poking through. So we've got 1, 2, 3, and then our decrease. Like so, and we just keep repeating that all the way around. 3 single crochets and then your decrease. 1, 2, 3, then our decrease. 1, 2, 3, and a decrease. 3. 1, 2, 3, and then our last decrease in this round. This one's a bit tight, there we go. There's 2 of them. Pop the stitch marker back in. Round 11, we're going to do 2 single crochets followed by our decrease. There's 1, 2, and your decrease. 1, 2, and our decrease. 1, 2, and our decrease. Oh, it just seems to be a bit tight at the moment. There we go. And then the last one will be 2 single crochets and your decrease. 1, 2, and our last decrease. So row 12, we're on 1 single crochet followed by a decrease. That's 1. So it gets a bit fiddly towards the end because you're making it smaller and smaller. Decrease. 1. Followed by a decrease. It gets difficult to get your finger behind it. There we go. And then 1. Just watch the stuffing coming through. Followed by a decrease. Not getting all that stitch, am I? It's on the whole of the front loop. Just try to put my finger there. That's better. Go, and then this should be our last 1 single crochet followed by a decrease. Just don't want that stuffing coming through. There we go. Come through. I'll try and go in that one again, it didn't like it. No, got stuffing that time, I don't want the stuffing. Let me just push that back through. There we go. That's our last 1 single crochet, and then we're left with 2 stitches here and here for our last decrease. This round doesn't like me, does it? There we go. Nope, not happy with that second one. That's better. And that's our last decrease. So this is your last round. Now, row 13, we need to do decreases all the way around. So there's going to be 8 stitches that need decrease. I'm going to end up with 4. So this is our first one. Turn it round. This is our second one. The trouble, I can't get my fingers behind it to hold the stitch in place. No, that's not all of it. Let's go, that's it, there's it one. And that's the second one. So that's 2. Get in there. Oops. They are so tight. There we are. That's number 3. Come through. That's it. We've got one more now, number 4, and then we are finished. You can see we've just got this one here and there. Get in there. Get on my hook. Hey, last one. There we go. And then we put it through. Snip off our end. And give it a little tug. So there we have it. You can do them in all different sizes. You can go up a bit more by increasing on the rounds, or make it smaller. So I hope you liked the video. Please like, subscribe, and I'll put another one up next week. Thank you.